The Office of Assessment is offering a series of short videos as a reminder of how to achieve some of the basic functions frequently used within ExamSoft. Our goal is to support you and your students during this adjustment to our regular schedule. This quick tip will focus on question management. Because questions for assessments can be stored anywhere within the ExamSoft environment, this freedom often leads to duplicate questions within the system, which can pose problems, especially when you're trying to find the questions you want to include in an exam. There are many reasons why having duplicate questions isn't recommended, but the most critical reason to remember is that you lose some of the associated data that goes with each question when you duplicate it. By this, we mean things such as the performance statistics, the categories associated with the question, and the revision history, which documents how the question was improved or modified over time. Typically, desired changes to questions can be done through simple edits, things like fixing typos, adding clarifying language, or changing some of the answer choices as a result of item analysis from past performance. In all these cases, this should be done through revisions, not duplication. Let's take a look. When you log into ExamSoft and you want to deal with questions, immediately go to the Questions tab. Upon getting into the question area, you will see that ExamSoft has given me all of my questions. I'm the last editor, and here you can see both my approved questions and those that I have in draft form. Notice in this scenario, I have some duplicate questions. Some that I have already approved, like this one we'll preview. This is an essay question that says, please describe how owning a pet can positively impact someone's life. I now have another one down here that's a duplicate draft. Obviously, there are no changes, and I don't need that. I don't need that duplicate because each question that is imported into the system has its own unique ID. Even though they are identical, they have unique IDs, and this separates the data. So this question should actually be eliminated. Let's take a look at another question. I have a question here that is approved that is about the whale shark. And maybe in looking at this question, I realize I need another response in that question to make it accurate. Sometimes my students might actually give me the answer whale shark as one word. Right now, as this question exists, that would be considered an incorrect answer. However, if I make an edit and add that response in there, then when I save it, it's a revision and I don't lose any data. I'll do that now. Okay, I've gone into my question and I realize I need a new response to be acceptable. So I'm going to create a revision or an edit. It will give me my question, and up here in my response, I can simply type after that pipe, whale shark, one word, and say approve. Now if I go back to my questions, we'll take a look and see the change there. Okay, now back out here in my list, you can see here's my question. The same question, but now I have whale shark, one word at the end. I did not lose the identity of the question, but you can see it has two versions. So now this is the question, and this one, which I thought I needed to have to make the change, should actually be deleted. I currently have this question listed as a true-false question. What if, however, I wanted to change this from true-false to an actual multiple choice with 4 or 5 different possible responses? If I want to change the type of question from true-false to multiple choice or multiple choice to essay, any change in the type of question, that needs to be done through a new question. And you would go up to the top and create your new question through this manner. You can copy paste some of the information, but you need to create a new question because it is a new type. And in that case, you do want a new ID number, a new version, gathering its own specific analytical data. So knowing that the questions can be stored within any folder within the system to which you have access, you now need to have a quick way to find some of those questions if you're trying to gather several for an exam. One of the things we recommend is using the advanced search option. By doing that, you have a way to quickly gather through the massive questions that are in the system, the specific ones that you want. Obviously, if the questions were made by you or one of your colleagues, selecting their name would help eliminate or at least sift through the questions much faster. You can also add categories or folders as a quick way to search. If you know there's a STEM, a specific answer choice, then you can put that in there and create that search. If I do just a search on my name, then I can find my specific questions very quickly. When you do a search, however, it's important to remember that the results you get are for approved questions only, not the draft ones. We saw the draft ones that I had created when I first logged into the system, and that's an important piece to remember. Okay, that's it for question management. If you have any additional questions or request help in how to better organize for your department, please call one of us at the Office of Assessment. Thanks and good luck.